Would you like to help professionals in cities and companies feel like their best self? Does it fulfill you to help people not with ad hoc initiatives, but long-term, lasting, healthy habits? Would you like to help cities and companies by doing well-being for them and being there 2 days per week? How do you feel about working 2 days a week for one company or 4 days a week for 2 companies, working when and where you want? I invite you to focus not just on creating that dream career, but also on creating your dream life. Right now, I'm Belgium and I'm working here from this beautiful Move It Fast office in Australia. What's your dream lifestyle? My name is Johanna. I help you to speak the right language to get hired by cities and companies in corporate wellness. I help you with the right systems so that when you do projects, you get measurable results. And I help you understand energies to keep your own energy up. Are you one of the professionals that doesn't feel like your job is fully aligned with who you are? Are you done as an entrepreneur to hustle your customers one by one to be able to work in your well-being passion? There is a way to have financial stability for the same hustling effort of finding customers for one coaching session. You can attract a company or business or city that hires you for 60 consecutive days, which could be 2 days a week for 30 weeks or 7 to 8 months. Get hired for 60-day projects instead of ad hoc workshops. To get your annual income, make sure you have 2 customers a year for a 60-day project. There are 3 big traps that consultants fall in. 1, the energy trap. 2, this insight will make you successful in well-being. 3, I will talk about the biggest mistake you can make. There's 4 types of people I work with. 1, you work in a corporate, but you want to change your career and become corporate wellness director in your current company. 2, you are a coach in well-being, but you want to get corporate customers. 3, you're a consultant, you're going to companies, but you're not offering well-being services yet. And 4, you're an agency, you're going to companies, but you're mostly offering ad hoc workshops or training programs. Are you also a professional that healed himself or herself? Did you come close to burnout? Were you taking on so much responsibility in your company that it became too much? And can you now help others and young starters to be fully in their potential without going too far? Do you have it all? The career, the income, the car, the house, the relationships, but you're missing a purpose and there's a big pressure on you on the long term? Do you want to work in a work environment where you can be yourself, where you can be open and vulnerable? Think about this. Instead of investing 10 hours to get one workshop worth 1,000 euro, instead of spending 20 hours, 2,000 euro to build a website, instead of investing 4,000 euro to speak for free on events, instead of investing 15,000 euro to publish one book, now get paid hourly fees working in corporate wellness for 60 days. This can equal 200 clients, but it's one sales meeting. Get an opportunity to work in the environments where adults are at work and create lasting, healthy habits. Co-create a whole new customer base within that company or city based on authentic communication. The trap is that you need to speak the language your customer that invests in you understands. So don't talk about resonance or vibrating or Reiki healing. Talk about business, revenue, and absenteeism. Because if you don't speak the language, you'll get invited for hours of meetings, but you will not get paid. There are 10,000s of coaches in well-being in every country going to companies. How can you be the one seen and heard? There are companies who have a well-being responsible, but the harsh truth for these volunteers is that they don't actually have budgets and are doing everything on their own time. It comes on top of their normal job. There's a budget of 10,000 euro for all employees, so if you have 100 employees, that's 100 euro per person. Money shows priorities, so 100 euro invested in corporate wellness per year versus 30,000, 60,000 euro salaries, that's maybe 1.001% invested in corporate wellness. That means the employees in the company will invest 0.01% of their time on health and well-being, because that's what they're paid for. The harsh truth for the voluntary well-being committees in companies is that they all have to do it in their own time on top of their normal job, and the only bonus they get is for their current normal job. And on top of that, talking about energy, you're being seen as a fluffy weirdo. Don't give away your time for free. The energy trap is that well-being will never be seen as an actual job if you don't charge normal consulting fees. And now I'm smiling because this is one of our participants in the DreamJob program who was so excited when from one day to the other she was promoted to be responsible of the health and well-being of 350 people. There will be no better moment ever. Whether it's disease, people leaving, not attracting talent, losing people costs. Cities want healthy, vibrant communities. We can easily save companies €150,000 per year if they have 200 employees. How can you make people feel seen and heard? If you're waiting for companies to come to you or LinkedIn to post vacancies that you can click on apply and be one of 150 candidates, then you're not gonna get that premium consulting job. Prove that you're proactive and preventive to be successful. The Move It methodology will support you in 3 to 6 months to have less absenteeism. You can bring a well-being retreat feel into a company. You can set up communications, accountability systems where you get paid to work on your health and well-being. You can get people to learn about well-being together just as they're learning sales or marketing. Our consultants have built communities all over the world in 3 to 6 months, and so can you. Now, consultants fall into one of two categories. One, there's the givers. They give everything away, they do free meetings, they don't charge, they do it because it's their purpose, but on the long term, they're neglecting their own self-needs. Don't use the old school way where you're going to all these companies and investing all your time to ask if there's a budget available for a nutrition workshop. Offer our Move It trainings and get employees to react to it. Wow, this is the most innovative, unique training we've got, which is strategic corporate well-being. Number 2 in the types of consultants is the observers, and that's who you want to be. They challenge the true needs of a customer. They go deep, they get trusted, and are paid financially very well. Make sure you're in this new flow, this new way of corporate well-being. Make sure you're in this new flow to be a high-paid consultant or a promoted director. Getting paid well is the only way you'll keep your energy up, and you'll be one of the 5% of new business owners that survives after 5 years. I have worked with over 10,000 people, over 10,000 hours in this industry of corporate wellness, and I have seen there's 2 things that the observers do very well, while the givers only do 1 or 2 of the things most of the time. You need to have both of these things present. Then it's easy for you to get hired for 1, 2, multiple companies. I want you to meditate for a little bit and let the next visualization really sink in, because it's the opposite of what everyone is telling you online. Now remember, there's 2 things that the givers do not have in their approach that the smart observers do. The 2 things that you need for success are: number 1, create. Don't come with a default program. Listen to your customers' needs first and then make a program with them. Number 2, manifest. Get real, get grounded. Talk needs, talk business cases, numbers, and get those results. And it all comes down to this. If you cannot show your company, your customers, real results of well-being, then you do not have a corporate wellness business. You need to talk business language. It's very easy to get distracted by the newest wearable, do out-of-body meditations. But if you're not proving more productivity, more healthy people, then you could just as much do nothing. The smart observers, the high-paid consultants in the game, the players with full agendas, living anywhere they want in the world, that are constantly having results and customer testimonials showing their work has an effect on the business. They have effective habits to attract their dream customers. They can make good decisions and they can make business cases. There's 2 metrics. Number 1, attract the right decision maker. Number 2, make a business case. Our customers literally tell us, solve our problems with something you are passionate about. Make sure your fees are a part of the result your customer gets. Because the result of executing this correctly is that you will work for 1,000, 2,000 or 5,000 professionals on a daily basis while being paid every hour you work. You can impact people's lives on a daily basis, and the group of people is given to you through a company or a city. And the best part? You'll be doing this while creating and manifesting your own dream work life. You'll be the business athlete leading by example. You'll finally have that sales self-care effect where every customer, every meeting you do, you feel seen, heard, fulfilled, and respected. Our DreamJob training gives you the methodology, the training, the coaching, the certification to get started as a smart observer. You will attract dream customers and be boosted by a community of premium paid consultants. You'll work for companies 2 days a week for 1 or 2 companies. Combining your passion for wellness, attracting companies of 200 people, and using your skills, now you must have the right habits to create and attract your dream customers. The hard way is visiting 200 companies, talking to 8,000 employees, doing over 20 projects, studying over 2,000 hours, working for over 8 years, investing lots of money in trial and error to get a correct methodology to implement in these 60 days. But we've done the hard part for you. So if you are ready to get quick results and long-term contracts, if you're ready to attract dream customers, increase your hourly fees, income, and the size of your projects, get your customers results, and you will live your dream work life and be supported in it. Now, who are my dream customers? If you have organizing, planning skills of working with companies or cities, if you have your own well-being habits and discipline to stick to them, then you are my dream customer. If you're willing to show up, to do the work, to get guidance, and to get over your fears, to get stuff done, then you are my dream customer. Now here's how the process works. This is for you if you have a business and want more long-term clients. If you want to use a proven well-being method that took over 8 years to create. If you want support of a loving, vibrant, high-paid community. And this is for you. The better our connection, the better we'll have win-wins. We win if you get results. There is a personal strategy session with you and me that you can subscribe for. This is where we really begin figuring out what your dream work life works for, what companies you potentially can work for, and what your hourly fee can be. We figure out how to make this happen for you in the quickest and easiest way. I only do 5 sessions a day, and they fill up very quick. Click on the button below and subscribe to get a slot. Apply, fill in the questions to see if you qualify. We don't want to waste your time or our time. And look at our results. One of our consultants in 6 days of taking the course had a 60,000 euro project, was good for a year, and had a beautiful impact on people's lives. With our training, she was able to get answers to all her questions every day while she was getting the customer, rolling out the project. We would give feedback on everything she created, and so can you have access to us. Get ready to be free of space and time of where you work. Be ready to reach out and get started with me tomorrow. If we have a call, we'll book you right in, and today you'll learn the methods for tomorrow to get your first customer. If you already have customers, we'll give you the exact proposals and invoices so you can start scaling. Think big, live even bigger, because organizations will sponsor you to bring your well-being innovation to their workplace.